Hey there, how's it going? I am MisterBo, and today is the 1 year anniversary of Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. If you can believe it, it feels like this game came out just the other day. It's hard to believe it's been a year. But I thought, hey, let's do something cool for the 1 year anniversary. What can we do? How about we take a look back at the adventure mode, because when this game first came out, I never actually did any videos on adventure mode. I got the game a little bit early and I was trying to make a load of content and kind of just never did a playthrough. So today we're going to be playing through the first hub world, going up to Ripperoo and beating him. We're going to be playing on hard mode, so let's hop into it. And if you want to see me do the rest of the hub worlds over the next couple of weeks, then let me know in the comments below and we can do Papu, Joe, Pinstripe and Oxide as well. So let's hop in. We're going to be playing on hard because we need a little bit of a challenge. And let's customize ourselves up. Firstly, let's go ahead and click speed, because speed is really the only way you can play anymore. I used to be Team Drift, but after doing the dev time trials, and yes, I actually managed to do them, I'm now like full in on speed. Right. Now we're going to be playing as Entropy. I've got a little combo going at the moment. And because we're on the verge of a new Crash Bandicoot release in 2 days, I thought, hey, let's play as someone who is time related, because it seems like the new Crash Bandicoot may be to do with time. So let's pop on the master wheels and let's go ahead and find a funky cool paint job. What have we got here? Want something that matches the wheels? They kind of don't. What do we have? Iridescent purple? That looks pretty cool. Let's go with that. And let's hop into it. Hub World 1. It's been probably quite a few months since I actually played through the adventure mode. Let's skip all of this. We don't need Uka Uka telling us what to do. And yeah, here we go. Now, every time I have loaded into adventure mode, you got to give it to Beenox. Like, they didn't have to do this amount of detail in hub worlds that probably only going to see a couple of times. Let's quickly switch, because I am not a fan of the new drift boost meter. And we'll start off with good old Crash Cove. Not one of my favorites. In the recent video I did a couple of weeks ago, I did a ranking list of all the tracks, and Crash Cove was quite high up there. I don't think people really agreed with my list too much. Papu's Pyramid was number 1, which we won't be doing today, unfortunately, but we will have, what we've got, Sewer Speedway to get through, Mystery Caves, and Rouge Tubes. Is it just those 4? Right, here we go. First race. Let's see what we can do. All right, here we go. First race. Crash Cove. From my memory, the AI are pretty tricky on Crash Cove, and probably a lot better than when I last did this. I remember when this game first came out, people were like, the hard mode on Crash Cove is ridiculous. Like, it's super, super hard. And then people like completely destroyed it. We got Oxide time trials. People completely destroyed those. Then, of course, we got Velo's time trials. I think, you know, Velo's time trials were actually a little bit easier than I think people thought they were going to be. Damn AI. Should have used my bubble shield. Can we make the jump? Yeah, we can. And then, obviously, the dev time trials, which I admit I was super struggling with them. I didn't think I'd actually ever do them. I had 4 left. I had Out of Time, I had Mega Mix Mania, I had Deep Sea Driving, and I had Drive Through Danger. And I managed to do Out of Time about two months ago now. But unfortunately, at that time, I'd also hurt my back from trying to do the dev time trials, thanks to a repetitive strain injury. And kind of gave the game a break for those 2 months. Hopped on earlier this week. Got Drive Through Danger done fairly quickly, and then the next day I managed to do Deep Sea Driving and Mega Mix Mania within the space of about 3 hours. So I'm like over the moon that I actually managed to do it, because I didn't think I would. If you're still struggling with even like Entropy's time trials and you're just trying at them again and again and again, don't worry, you will get there eventually. It's just practice. At the beginning of this game, I wasn't that great. I'd played the original, obviously, but I'm a hell of a lot better than I am now compared to when this game first came out. There we go, trophy number 1 down. Let's move on to race number 2. if my memory serves me correctly, it should be Rouge Tubes, which we'll be playing twice today. I always found it a shame that when it came to online races, second and third place never got to see the losing animation for the characters. There were a load of characters in this game, especially with the skins they added, where I've never really seen their losing animation, because I mainly play online races, so I've never actually seen what their losing animation looks like. Rouge Tubes, here we go. I can't really remember where this stacked up in my list of all the tracks. I really like Rouge Tubes. I think it's a quality track, though I never really got the connection between this track and Rue. I get Papu's Pyramid, it's his pyramid. I kind of get Hot Air Skyways being Pinstripe's base of operations. What was the connection between Rouge Tubes? I don't know, maybe just the name. Same with Dragon Mines. There isn't really a connection there between the Komodo brothers and the mines. I feel like if they were to do a new game and Komodo Mo and Komodo Joe would have their own track again, it would be something more similar to what we saw with Twilight Tour, I think, because of what we saw in Cortex Strikes Back. They kind of had that whole Arabian Nights kind of theme that we saw in the tent they were in. So yeah, I never really got the connection between Rouge Tubes and Ripperoo himself. Maybe I'm being absolutely dumb and you guys are just screaming out this is the connection, but obviously his face is on the wall. I get that. Right, this might actually be a bit tricky one. The AI are not one to mess around with, especially when it comes to the items. But we got ourselves a nice little lead here. We're not going to try the tight shortcut there. That failed me many a time when I was trying the dev times. Damn. Hitting me with the weapon spam here. Come on, guys. I'm getting deja vu of being in an online lobby right now. Right, we've got Crash, Coco, and Cortex all in the top 3 at the moment. Cortex has got himself quite a bit of a lead, and we've only got 1 lap to try and catch him up. Lucky for me, they don't go for the shortcut. And let's try earn ourselves some Wampa whilst we're here. Nice. I still have all the stickers to buy in the shop, and then I'm done. Ooh, what a dodge. I was really hoping we would see some sort of cool update for the first anniversary of this game. Alas, it's not meant to be. Who knows, we might get something that ties into the new Crash game when that gets announced. Maybe they're going to add some skins or a mask, or maybe there's some sort of pre-order bonus. Pre-order the new Crash game and get a skin for Crash in Nitro-Fueled. That would be pretty cool. I think we've seen that with Call of Duty, at least. They do that with characters and stuff like that. So maybe we'll get one more small thing in this game, but I think Beenox has really done overboard with what they put in this game. The amount of characters that we got, the amount of skins, I don't think anyone was expecting this. And if they were, then I'm pretty sure they're probably lying. And there is trophy number 2. Poor Crash. He's just fallen asleep and Cortex is crying his eyes out. You hate to see it. Right, let's move on. What have we got now? I think it's Mystery Caves now. Let's go along. Skip, skippity skip. I'm really liking this kart combo. I've kind of just thrown it together. I don't really use decals that much on karts, especially not the default kart. And I really like this sort of lightning bolts on it. And again, just driving through here, they really went above and beyond with making just hub worlds look really cool. I think this place, was this Wampa Island? Insanity Beach? There we go. Insanity Beach and Gemstone Valley, I think they did a killer job with. I think they're definitely the best out of the hub worlds we saw. Glacier Park looked really cool as well. Race number 2. This Mystery Caves, again, I can't remember my own list, but Mystery Caves in the original game was my least favorite track. I absolutely hated it, and it was mainly because of these turtles, which I didn't actually know they were turtles. The same goes for the armadillos in Dingo Canyon. I didn't know what those were in the original game. I thought they were weird blue fish or something. They did not look like armadillos to me. but I guess they were. There's a lot of stuff in the original CTR which I just like had no idea kind of what it was that they made better in this game, and I was like, oh, so that's what they were trying to do in the original. Right, we got a really good lead here. I think on these sort of more like complicated tracks, and I say complicated tracks comparing it to like Rouge Tubes and Crash Cove, the AI just aren't as good, unfortunately. If this was an online race, I'd probably be like in last place right now. The second lap. Now I do have something kind of cool planned for the channel in the next couple of weeks to do with the original CTR. I have mentioned this in a couple of videos, but I have an original demo disc for the original CTR. Damn clocks. What? You don't see clocks in CTR anymore. Alright, let's try get our speed back. So yeah, I've got an original demo disc for CTR, and I thought it'd be kind of fun to take a look at it, see what was in the original demo for the game. I think there was only like 2, maybe 3 tracks, and if you wanted to play as anyone other than Crash, so I think Coco, Cortex, and Tiny Tiger were in it, but if you wanted to play as them, you had to put in another controller and have it set up with split screen. So to play as Tiny Tiger, you had to have 4 controllers plugged in. So look for that on the channel sometime soon. I think that will be a lot of fun as we lose speed here, but win against Paddington Polo there. Second place was turning. Props to the AI. Right, Sewer Speedway to go. Cool, cool, cool. On to the final race before we get up to Ripperoo. I love the fact you can skip these. That was the thing I despised in the original. Every time you wanted to play through adventure mode, you knew you had to sit through the cutscenes of Aku Aku or Uka Uka telling you what to do every single time. And I think in this game, maybe I'm like super imagining it, speedrunners worked out if you play as Crunch, the cutscenes like can be skipped quicker. I may be imagining that, but I feel like that's something that was actually true. Here we go, one of my favorite tracks ever. Slightly preferred the original, mainly because of the shortcut. The shortcut in this one was horribly broken at launch. I somehow managed to beat Oxide with the broken shortcut, but it's fairly easy to get it now. It's still slightly off sometimes. It's not as easy to get as the original, but maybe that's just sort of me remembering incorrectly, and it was actually pretty hard to get in the original. But we got a good start here. Maybe we need an extra hard mode for the AI or something. We need dev AI in adventure mode. Come on, Beenox, I believe in you. But again, this is a track where the original was like boring, right? The original was probably the most boring track in the game, and they have just brought so much life to it, just in like the pipes leaking, the water, the electricity, but also adding like the giant crocodile. You've got like Pinstripe's henchman in this track, which is fitting because I feel like this fits better as Pinstripe's home track than Hot Air Skyways, personally. But yeah, they literally have gone again above and beyond, and I think it is a testament to like them at the beginning saying we're going to get this right. We're going to get this like how people remember, which they did. The controls, I think, like out of everything in this game, the main thing is the controls, and they absolutely nailed them. They're perfect, and if we get a new Crash racing game in like 3-4 years, whatever it might be, I hope, if it's not Beenox doing it, then I hope whoever is doing it uses the exact same controls that Beenox have done here. Or if it is Beenox, then don't change it and just give us more characters, skins, tracks, and all that kind of stuff. If the new Crash game is getting a complete new redesign look, hey, a new car racing game with a completely new look would be pretty cool. And that is our final trophy for the first hub. Coco looking very annoyed there, and Polo just like over it. Right, and now is like one of the coolest things that Beenox added into this game that wasn't in the original. Full animated cutscenes for the bosses. Before it was just like the boss sitting in his cart, I think this was like one of the best additions they did to just adventure mode, full stop. It's so cool to see like the actual boss in a proper cutscene. And then you get that when you beat them as well. That was a bit weird. It's like a wooden door. Anyway, Ripperou's challenge, the first boss. I used to love Ripperou because he had an orange cart, and back then orange was like my favorite character? My favorite color. So I used to play as Ripperou a lot, but because he was turn, I kind of didn't really like him that much. Oh, actually, was he turn? I'm trying to think. Yeah, he was turn because Joe was balanced, and then Pinstripe was acceleration, which I used to play as all the time. In the later years, I did switch over to Papu a lot because he was speed, and I kind of had gotten used to using speed a little bit. Right, here we go. Let's see how hard, or maybe I give Ripperou a little bit of a head start here. He is probably, I'd say, the easiest boss. With Komodo Joe next. I do think Papu is actually pretty tricky with his potions. Pinstripe is just annoying when he throws his bombs at you. And then Oxide, especially on hard, is just ridiculous. I'm going to take the long way here. I want to like be easy on Ripperou here. I feel like he needs a break. We're still going to win, but I'm going to go easy on him. Put a potion down, maybe he'll hit it. Just keep an eye out on that mini-map. He did not. Can we do like a... No. I didn't know if he could do like a 360 spin. We're still in first place. We'll take it easy. We'll take our foot off the brake. We'll just cruise for a bit. But we won't let him get ahead. We won't be that nice to him. Yes, indeed. Alright, let's start pulling away again. Let's show Ripperou why we indeed have the master wheels. I'm probably never taking these things off. To be honest, now that I've earned them, I'm not taking these off. These are staying on whatever cart I use forever. There we go, boom. Ripperou is down. Is he going to finish the race? He is. 5 seconds slower. There we go. Now for a little cutscene. These cutscenes, the only weird thing is like Ripperou is so much bigger than Entropy here. I guess it's because it's supposed to look like the distance, but in that first shot, it just looks like Entropy's tiny. Entropy don't care. He's like, I beat you all with the time trials. And there you have it. That is the first hub world of the adventure mode in Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled Insanity Beach. Congratulations on opening this new area. Thank you very much, Uka Uka. So yeah, I thought this would be something cool to do for the 1 year anniversary. As I mentioned, if you want to see me play through the other hub worlds, then let me know in the comments below, or by clicking the like button. That will let me know if you want to see more of this. I can certainly do more. Otherwise, we'll just leave it at this. But I want to say thank you to Beenox for an amazing game, an amazing like last year. Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled, I think, exceeded everyone's expectations in what they actually gave us. What we like 55 characters in this game, 39 tracks or 40 tracks if you're on PlayStation. I just think they did an absolutely stellar job, and I hope they know it. And I hope in the future Beenox get another crack at maybe a new kart racing game for Crash that they can build from the ground up. I think that would be kind of cool to see. And yeah, I hope they get the chance. So again, thank you Beenox for what you did with Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled. Also, thank you to everyone who has supported the channel over the last year. Covering this game has literally been crazy. Best numbers I've ever seen on the channel. And hopefully that can continue on in the future with what is next for Crash Bandicoot. I'll be doing a live stream reacting to the reveal trailer on Monday, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And if you're new around here, feel free to subscribe so you stay up to date with all my content. I cover a lot of Crash Bandicoot, but I also cover some other games here and there. And you can follow me over on Twitter if you'd like, at I am MisterBo. You can go ahead and join our Discord server. We have 300 members there talking about Crash Bandicoot, talking about some Spyro stuff, talking about next-gen consoles and all of that goodness. So it'd be nice to see you over there. But apart from that, thank you very much for hanging out and thank you for watching. And as always, take care. Bye-bye.